Hey guys, so I'd like to introduce my YouTube channel. This is already the third video I'm attempting, so hopefully this one goes well. My name is Miriam, for those of you who do not know me, but if you're on here, you probably either are a family member or follow me on Instagram or Twitter. So I'd like to thank you all for your support. This channel started because I wanted to do the mental health awareness for the month of May, but my videos were just getting way too long on my Instagram stories, and a lot of you are being super supportive. I'm getting a lot of good feedback. I'd like to thank everybody who's been, sharing their experience with me, sending me articles and things of that sort. I will be talking about a lot of that stuff here on my channel, but I'm not gonna name anybody unless you want me to credit you. Because I don't want to put anybody's business out there or anything like that. That also pertains to me as well. I'm not going to be talking about my personal experience, especially in the terms of like substance abuse and things of that sort, because I'm trying to get into the Navy Medical Corps, and I don't need my recruiting officer calling me and being like, you need to delete your channel now. So I'm not going to be sharing any of my personal experience. This YouTube channel isn't just going to be about mental health. I'd like to put that out there. Yes, for the month of May, my videos are just going to be about that. But I also want to do interviews with local artists. I want to do advice videos. I want to do random videos. I don't know. I want to do vlogs. I want to do workout videos. It's just going to be everything. And really, my personality is really everywhere. My life is kind of everywhere. I can never focus on one thing. And really, this channel is going to be like that too. So just be prepared. If you feel like you want to be on my channel, please let me know. I would love to have anybody that wants to be interviewed and on this channel. I would love to have you guys. So I study psychobiology, and that's why I know a lot about this stuff. I do want to be, I do want to get my MD, but my GPA wants to get a PhD, so it really just depends if I get my shit together and raise my GPA so that I can go to medical school, but I really doubt that. So I'm probably going to end up being a research psychologist, and that also has to do with my choice of because I can do either like therapy and counseling, but I do want to do research psychology just because I do love the science of it. But I am not like against like the therapy and stuff like that. I would do it if I did get offered a job and stuff. So right now I do want to also double major in neuroscience, so I'm never going to graduate. I'm going to graduate when I'm like 50 years old, guys. But it doesn't matter, because as long as you have your education, nobody can take that away from you. So YouTube doesn't offer that program yet. I'm waiting for them. They're creating it right now, so I'm waiting to see if they do so I can double major. I did change my major like last summer, so that's why I'm like so late on all of this. I was in a program, I only had one class left to finish it, and then I realized that I hated it. Well, I always knew I hated it, but I stuck with it because I thought that, getting that money was worth it. But I'm here to tell you that if you don't love what you're studying, then get the fuck out of it, because you're not going to be happy. And even if it like prolongs your graduation date, well, fuck it. As long as you graduate, that's all that matters. Because yeah, like I said, I had a semester left and I was really almost done, and I just was like, fuck you guys, I want to study psychobiology. So that's that for my little introduction of me. We're gonna go ahead and use this video to start off. It's a kickstart for my mental disorders and mental illness videos that I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna go ahead and do them in the order that I was doing them in Instagram, and I'm gonna start over just so that you guys can have them here on my channel to go back to, rewatch, show them to your parents, show them to your family. I feel like our generation is really educating themselves on mental health compared to the generation before us. I feel like a lot of our parents went through life untreated, and that's why they probably struggled so much, and that's why I think adults struggle so much with mental health awareness and things of that sort. So first things first, you guys should know that mental disorders overlap. You can have anxiety is kind of like the seed of a lot of mental disorders. So there's anxiety, major depression disorder, and then there's bipolar disorder. But then they also have like their subcategories, which I'm also gonna go through. But they overlap. You can also be just like a normal kid, but you can have like a little tiny overlap of anxiety. Nobody's perfect, guys, and I just want to make that clear. You might have something and even not know that you have something, because you know, not everybody gets treated, not everybody gets the help that they need, not everybody wants to get the help that they need. You know, that's completely up to you guys. I can only advise you and try to give you my opinion on things. I can't really tell you what to do. So you guys should totally get screened. So we're gonna go through substance abuse. That's a big overlapper. Is that even a word? That overlaps a lot with a lot of like depression and like bipolar disorder. I think a lot of people turn to substance abuse in order to cope with their mental illness, and then you end up developing substance abuse as a mental illness. So where do these mental disorders even come from? So there's two factors that go into your brain. It's going to be nature versus nurture, right? But your brain is responsible for your behavior, and your genes and your environment go into your brain, and then that determines your behavior. So the same thing with mental health. It's kind of like your genes and your environment. So how I like to think of it is you can have a mental illness and it can be dormant up until something triggers it, such as like trauma, breakups, relationships, failure, the feeling of failure. So one of my biggest issues going into this field of study was that I'm really into the science of it, and you know, I'm like, oh, what's a chemical imbalance? Well, what is it? Like, I was always questioning like the science of it, and you know, my professor straight up told me it's not just the science. There are social aspects. You know, I think that's what sets humans apart, is that we have these relationships. You know, we love, we feel anger, we feel like hurt. We feel these things and stuff like that because of like our environment, and our personalities and everything. And I think that's what sets us apart mainly from everything else. So that's pretty cool. I'm still trying to like work on that as well, because I don't want you guys to think that, oh well, they are chemical imbalances, but there's a lot that goes into it as well. So what are the chances of you know, triggering your mental illness or mental disorder or things like that? It really has to do with your genetics plus your trauma. That equals your vulnerability. So if you have a low stressful environment, you have low risk. If you have a high stressful environment, you have a higher risk. And so it really depends on like the people you surround yourself with. For children, it depends on like their parents and how their parents treat them, in terms of like, are they making their child's environment stressful? It really has to do with like your job, your school. Like it really depends on your life, you know? So that's gonna be my first video for today. We're gonna go ahead and go straight into anxiety for my next video, and we're gonna talk about the types, you know, the science behind it and everything of that sort. I'd like to thank you guys so much for your support. I'm getting so much support on this, and I love you guys so much. I thank you for all of your DMs. I love your feedback, guys. I know the internet can be a very scary place, but we're all here, so might as well do something, might as well, you know, share my experience and stuff like that, guys. So thank you so much again for watching this video. Please like it, please subscribe, please comment, let me know what you guys think. Even if it's like super mean, I can handle it. You can tell me like, Miriam, just delete your channel, and I won't. So I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you so much. Everything you need to know is going to be in the description box below.
Oh. Hold on. Just kidding. Hey, let me get a shower.
I can't with you.
I'll try to be quiet.